Expression of human intelligence. You have become complacent, sitting down and allowing the other nations to run away with everything. You have become a bunch of consumers. You are creators. Rise up, mighty people, accomplish what you will. Without confidence, you're twice defeated in the race of life.
Welcome, family. This is President Lion Blyden, Buffalo UNIA Division 433. I greet you in the words of peace. Shalom, assalamu alaikum, alafia, hotep, and as always, race first. This edition, the Garveyite Playbook, is the football edition. We love sports, so I thought it might be easier to understand in a sports analogy. Weaknesses and strengths. Our weaknesses, our offense has historically been comprised of individualists, opportunists, and people who secretly bet on the other team. So far, when we have had opportunities to rise, we were always somehow stopped. Some folks don't even seem to care, and our folks are too stuck on labels and trying to fit some ideal that meets the level of approval from the quote-unquote owners or the powers that be. So when we say players don't like the jerseys, it's like, I don't want to be called this. I don't want to wear that, or I have to wear this. We'll get back to that in a minute. Strengths. Since the beginning of the Arab slave trade, around 700 CE, until now, we have, as a people, have perpetually been on defense. We are all rebellious in our own ways, yet still rebels without a cause or a clear goal. So we got to get organized. Sometimes folks can't or feel they can't help the team. However, you never know how you may be able to help until you try out. We do have the best punter in the league. I'm not talking about anybody specific. This is still an analogy. However, we as a people are always so giving. This has been a detriment in this context. Plus, I just wanted to shout out my man Reggie at the bottom. So clearly, ball equals opportunity. He who has the ball has opportunity to score. Simple. The U.S. and the Western world powers have long capitalized on fourth world, micronations, and stateless nations. They continue to run up the score on us all, worldwide. It is our duty and only means of survival to stop them. If this was football, the team would have to organize its best players in positions where they can effectively get the ball, or opportunity. Since we know their playbook, we must stack the defense against it. Our Israelite, Christian, Muslim, and Moorish brethren got the DBs, so they can handle anything that goes up, like theological, spiritual, etc. Our militant family, like the different Black Panther formation, the NFAC, NAGA, they could be the hard-hitting linebacker corps. Our front line will consist of our educators, economists, contractors, and health workers, actually building ways to serve our people. Let's go, D. We got to not give them another inch. Since 2016, the U.S. government has fumbled or shut down at least 4 times that we know of. January 19th, 2018, December 22nd, 2018, then during the COVID shutdown, and then on November 3rd during this recent election. It's prospectively cut off and shut down until January 20th. So when are these opportunities for turnovers going to get capitalized on our side? We got to get the ball. This is where voting comes in if we are going to do it. True. So local elections, etc. Those are opportunities. And so if we were to get a nationalist-minded politician in a local office, that would definitely gain a few yards. However, when they fumble, we have to figure out a way to get on the ball. Now, we spoke before about how with the U.S. and natives here in America, over 500 treaties were made and over 500 treaties were broken. This is a quote from the natives, not from me. And even more so with the indigenous Black folks and the Moorish brothers and sisters. Now, I just want you to pause for a moment and think of what is required of us in order to gain benefit from them. It's like we're under a contract with them for us to have a specific team name, specific team colors. We can only have certain endorsements or affiliations, etc. But them, the oppressor class, the ones who who we're supposed to have these treaties and agreements with, they already in breach of the contract. For hundreds of years, they've been in breach of these contracts. So why are we still trying to hold on to them? And then you got the backroom deals. Obviously, there's a reason backroom deals is done in the back room. So when I say moving the goalpost, every time we get a chance to, moving the goalpost means when you are close to the goal, you know what I'm saying? Somehow everything gets redefined and changed right when you're there. So now you have to do it again. Just like we spoke about how every law in this land is based on documents that are unjust when dealing with our people. Like the 40 acres and a mule was terminated by the Tilden-Hayes Compromise, which brought Jim Crow. So when they ended Jim Crow, we were quote unquote repaired in their eyes, right? Not really, but in their eyes, yes. So they forced integration when we were complaining. That didn't work out. Then civil rights, we still have something to say, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? At this point, they couldn't pay reparations if they wanted to. It would completely bankrupt the country. Now, I'm not even sure how that would look. Regardless, no matter what they do, it's time for us to build our own. And so that brings us to the end of this one. Like I said, this was going to get straight to the point. Many hands make light work. Like I said, whatever you do well, do it for the betterment of the race. If you do your job well enough, instead of struggling, we can succeed. And like a wise panda once said, there is no secret ingredient. Folks always say, all right, what's going to happen? What's the thing? Nah, bro. It's all about work. It's going to come down to you doing the work to help build the nation. So with that, I bid you verse. One God, one aim, one destiny. And remember, the UNIA is alive and well. Please look UNIA today. It's times like